Hi, welcome to PowerTalks, a podcast designed for technology, trends, and insights. I'm Richa Thomas, and today I have Aparna Joshi with me. She is the head of learning and development at Calsoft. With over 18 years of experience, she is an expert in pedagogy, modern learning methodologies, bridging the gaps between academia and industries. She has designed programs that not only upskill teams but also a culture of continuous learning, enabling organizations to adapt, innovate, and lead in a changing world. Hi, Aparna. How are you doing today?
Hi, thank you. I'm good.
Thank you for joining us today. So, Aparna, we have a lot of queries and questions around learning and development, and which is becoming more and more crucial in corporate cultures. People want to adapt that in the career, but they don't know how to. Your expertise can help us understand where learning and development is going and how should one perceive L&D in their career roadmap. So, I have got some questions from the team, which I would like you to address. So, if you're ready, I can start with the first question.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. The first question is, can you tell us about the learning and development team at Calsoft and its motto?
Calsoft Learning and Development Team is a centralized managed activity across all the locations. I head the learning and development team, and along with me, I have my colleague, Ms. Dilraj Kaur. She is the associate lead in learning and development. As you mentioned in my introduction, I come with 18 years of professional experience with technology, science, and knowledge building activities. And we both handle the learning and development activities in Calsoft. The motto that you asked about is actually very simple. We cater to the motto of our organization, which is technology first. And we add, from our side, we add the flavor as continuous learning, continuous growth, which itself is quite self-explanatory.
Yeah, that's a great motto. So, what are the main activities conducted by L&D team?
The L&D team, as I mentioned, conducts all the activities related to technical skill building. It includes various technical training programs, then various certification drives, various requirements which come from different technical engineering teams where they want to upskill their workforce to certain skill sets which are there, or to polish the existing skill sets of their engineers. So all those things are handled by L&D. Not only that, we also encourage employees to take various technical certifications in their own domains. We also handle the engineering internships, where we try to bridge the gap between industry and academia. And we groom the engineering interns which are coming to the organization. The budding engineers we groom so that they can become deployable engineers after their internships are completed. So all these activities are handled by L&D. Apart from that, there are certain knowledge dissemination activities. For example, there are tech talks, there are panel discussions, there are technical blog writing, and various employees are interested in such knowledge sharing activities. So we also facilitate in such a way that there is a platform available to all such knowledge sharing activities. So all these things are handled by the learning and development team.
So that's a great initiative, but are these activities only limited to engineering team, or does non-engineering team also have something to do?
Yeah, all these activities are conducted for engineering teams as well as for non-engineering teams. Because in current landscape of ever-changing skill sets, it's necessary for technical as well as non-technical teams to continuously acquire some new knowledge, new skills. And we help engineering as well as non-engineering teams to gain new skills, to polish existing skills, or to take certifications relevant to their domains. So in all, you can say that L&D division is for engineering as well as non-engineering teams. And to maybe the people who are listening to this podcast and who might be willing to look at Calsoft as their future employer, I would like to say that even if they might be looking for non-engineering roles in Calsoft, there are ample of learning opportunities to grow in their career and to gain new skills.
What about the professional certifications? Do we have any professional certification that we can do?
Yes, there are actually plethora of technical certifications which we encourage the candidates, engineers to take. For example, cloud certifications like AWS, Azure, or GCP. Then there are domain-specific certifications like automation, robotic process automation, or networking like CCNA and so on. Or there is something in data science, then data protection, virtualization. So we help the employees to take these certifications, prepare, appear confidently for the certification exams, and come out with flying colors.
And what about the certifications for non-technical people?
Yes, for non-technical teams also, we help them to take certifications in something like, you can say, power automation, then use of AI-based tools in their own work, then personality development, communication skills, team building, and becoming productive and proficient in their own work. So we also help them to take such certifications. To some teams who also look after the organizational safety, security, so there are also some certifications into those areas, or green initiatives. We also help them to take those certifications.
And do we have any subscription for e-learning platforms?
Oh yes, of course. It's actually a very nice question. We have learning subscriptions for popular platforms like Udemy, Coursera, or Code Cloud, and based upon the need of the upcoming work or existing work, as well as based upon the willingness of the employees to come forward and learn something from these platforms, because there are ample of courses, amazing courses available on these platforms. We help them with suitable credentials, and we encourage them to take these courses. There are many employees who have a very nice plan for, say, next 6 months or next 1 year, that and they come to me and they say that I'm having such a plan that I'm working on so and so project. Apart from that, I would like to learn so and so skill. It's my plan for next 6 months. So what help I can get from L&D? And I really become very happy to see this enthusiasm in the engineers or non-engineers also. And we help them with the credentials so that they can go to Udemy or, say, Coursera and Code Cloud and take those courses, take the labs. We also have internal labs, but also these e-learning platforms have their own labs, and it helps them a lot.
So, in your opinion, what is the importance of upskilling, reskilling, and multiskilling? First of all, I would like you to address what do we mean by these terms, because most of our audience might want to know about this.
Sure. So let us go one by one. Upskilling is increasing the proficiency level of a current skill. Reskilling is maybe unlearning something and then learning some new skill. Because some skill sets were really relevant maybe 5-6 years ago, maybe in the pre-COVID era, but now some new skills are important. So one may have to reskill to cater to current needs and future needs. That is reskilling. Multiskilling is acquiring some lateral skills as a package. It can be helpful for a particular work. So that is multiskilling, acquiring various skills which are complementary to each other as a package. So these are usually 3 terms often used in learning. As you said, it's really important for any employee to always think about what I can learn, something new. Do I have my own roadmap of learning, or maybe certification, or acquiring a skill, or polishing a skill? Learning growth goes hand in hand with career growth. In the current ever-changing landscape of skill sets, it's really important to be vigilant about what are the future skills which I should have and how I can have them, how I can, maybe there is an L&D team, and how I can go to them and see how they can facilitate me to acquire these skills, how I can validate those skills, how I can do hands-on with this, with various labs which are available, and how I can also showcase my achievements. So all these things are covered in the activities of reskilling, upskilling, and cross-skilling. And not only that, as you know, in industry, there is a word used as the half-life of a technology or half-life of a skill set. Earlier, the half-life of a skill set was 5 to 7 years. After COVID, it reduced to 2 to 3 years. And now, after the rise of Gen AI in last 2 years, it has even reduced to 1.5 year. The meaning is, in just few years, 2-3 years, the skill set which has brought an engineer or an employee to a certain level may not be sufficient to take her to the next level. She has to be always thirsty for new things, thirsty to learn something new, maybe unlearn something also in which she has learned in the past, and make room for new knowledge and new skill set. And that brings to our motto, which is continuous learning, continuous growth.
Correct. So we talked about the activities. Would you help our employees to understand where they can find these activities or how they can find it?
Yeah, sure. We have internally our own dedicated learning and development web portal, on which all the announcements about training programs, certification drives, and so on are published periodically, as well as they can also reach out to us by simply writing an email to learning@Calsoft, or they can also reach out individually to myself or Dilraj on our individual emails. And on the website, there is also something interesting which they can find, that those who have recently achieved certain certifications, their names are also published there. So I'm sure the employees take pride in seeing their own name, and it's definitely a pat on the back.
Yeah, and it's always motivates others to do the same thing.
Definitely.
With this, Aparna, we will wrap our today's discussion. It was very informative, and thank you for joining us today. And for all the efforts that you have put, not only during this podcast, but I have seen, and we have seen the change in the team and the people and the employees of the organization, how they have groomed over the period of time. And for that, we have a very small token of appreciation for you that we would like to give you, so that you keep continuing the good work that you are doing.
Thank you. And it's definitely something which boosts our confidence as well. Thank you.
So that was Aparna Joshi. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for watching this podcast till the very end. If you have any questions or queries, you can write us to at marketing@calsoftinc.com. You can find the details in the description. This is Richa Thomas signing off from PowerTalks. Thank you.